Questions for Darren Granger?
What was your focus personally over the summer as you get ready for camp?
Just improving leadership, improving passing accuracy a lot. Just going into last year, it just felt like we didn't pass the ball as well as I felt like we should have. So just improving that, just improving our passing game, and just trying to be better overall.
Everybody talks about the experience with this team, talks about coming back with a line, first of all, work with, and it knows you and you know them.
Yeah, it's great to have those guys back, especially leaning on them guys a lot last year, just being in my first year in the program and just being able to have those veterans up front and just being able to know they know what to do and just kind of follow their lead. But now this year, just with all us coming back and the veterans that we have, this is great. We have a more experienced team and we're just ready to play.
Look like yourself and the stuff you get to do with the run game, the role you get to play with it, and the luxury you have with guys. Coach just talked about how deep the running back room is now with talent. Talk about that.
It's great. You know, it felt like our backfield is really dangerous when I could also do things in the running game. And we have a stacked running back, Tucker Gregg, Jam. We even got Marcus Carroll. We got KZ coming in as a freshman. So it's going to be a real stacked group. And I feel like our running game is just going to be up at the top like it was last year.
The coach talked about feel like you guys need to be more explosive downfield.
Yeah.
So what sort of things do you think you guys can do and, to maybe generate more explosive plays and passing?
Like we're going into camp now, so just taking those deep shots, practice makes perfect. You play like you practice. So just being in practice and taking those deep shots and completing those, executing those, and that translates to the game. And we just want to be better in that aspect so we could, everybody don't have to lean on the run. We could be able to throw it downfield and make plays that way as well.
One thing that helped you out a lot last year was your veteran tight ends. You got a real veteran tight end. Talk about what it means to have someone that's been around the program and has played as much as he has.
It's crazy because I played against RB and them, and just seeing those guys play and then playing with them last year and just telling RB, like, "God, you're always open. Like, it's some way you found a way to be always open." So it's great to have those weapons like that you can always lean on. Third down, that could convert for you and get a touchdown here and there for you. So it was great to have him last year, and it's great to have him back this year for the 7th year.
What did you think when you found out he was going to get to be back?
I was excited because, after the game and maybe a couple weeks after, I had texted him just like, it was sad for you to go, miss playing with you, stuff like that. And he said, I might be back with the eyes emoji. So I'm like, you never know. So then they made a little video of him coming back. So, we all excited to have him back and we just ready to go ball again.
Darren, we have a Zoom call, a question from Ben Moore.
Okay.
Yeah, Darren, good to see you, man. And I know you're excited to get started tomorrow, but wanted to fast forward a little bit, obviously, to the opener. How big is that for you, going back to your home state? I know every Power 5, it's an exciting game, regardless. But going back to the University of South Carolina, place where you're from, and how many tickets did you have you tried to work out to get to that game for friends and family?
It's great to always go back to South Carolina and play in front of your home crowd and just the atmosphere that we have with a bunch of South Carolina guys. Our coaches played and coach at South Carolina. So, it's going to be a great time just going back down there and being able to play. And with the tickets, I'm still working on a bunch of tickets right now as well. So once we get closer to about 2 weeks, I'm going to be asking a bunch of people, I need your tickets. If you're using them, I'm going to need them, especially for that game.
What's about Jam going back there because he actually played? I don't know how many of those guys are still there to play with.
It's like the same thing with Coach Elliott. They're going back into the environment that they're kind of used to, and we're looking to get some payback. Like those guys are going out there. We go play for them, and we just go try to get a win for those guys going back into that territory.
Coach was talking earlier about Antavius and his impact on defense. As the quarterback, and you see him out there, what are you seeing every day when you're watching?
Mentally, you try to stay away from that. He makes a lot of plays, and just watching him last year and some of the plays that he made, I want to think maybe like the Texas State game where the quarterback tried to do a check down and he dives and catch a pick. plays like that are just really exciting, and those are the guys you kind of want to stay away from. But then again, we also competitive, so you got to try them here and there sometimes.
All right, next we have running back Jamyest Williams. Questions for Jam?
Yeah, I'll go first. Just where you're at heading into this camp with your running back group and just the offense, what you're looking forward to improve on.
Just explosive plays, just getting the chemistry to mesh with the offensive line, you know what I'm saying? And all the running backs in the room, just making sure we're all able to step up when we need to, you know what I'm saying? And mainly just doing the new things that Coach McKnight has for us, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love when he's implementing our offense and just getting comfortable with the new things he's doing for us in our offense. Sure.
As you and I asked Darren, talk about the confidence of having the old line that's familiar with you, you're familiar with them, and the confidence that brings you.
And it brings a lot of confidence because the simple fact is just we're a brotherhood. I know they're going to go to battle for me. You know what I'm saying? I know each and every game I don't have nothing to worry about. When I step up, no matter who we play, even our first game, no matter who we play, I just know that they're going to give their all for each other. You know what I'm saying? Because we're brothers. We treat each other like brothers. It's a brotherhood here. So that's why I'm very excited.
You mentioned the first game. That's the elephant in the room. So you brought it up.
Yeah.
Talk about the first game, your feeling, going back to a place where the college career started.
It's an exciting feeling, you know what I'm saying? I'm mainly excited for a lot of people here, all the athletes here, they get to go down there and experience that environment, that feeling, especially on a night game, because it's rare that many people get to experience this. And then and honestly, quite frankly, a lot of athletes here are supposed to be playing on that type of stage, you know what I'm saying? And I can't wait till we all just show our ability and just play at the top of our ability and just be great,
Yeah. You left there playing a different position than a lot has changed with you going back. You allow yourself to think about that stuff.
Not so. I have memories, things that I think about when I was there, just the environment, but I just can't wait to be in there and just score one or two touchdowns, you know what I'm saying? Look at Georgia State going crazy and our little blue and everybody booing us. I just can't wait. I love that feeling.
Talk about your tag team partner back there, you and Tucker, and the fact that you're here and contributing the way you do, but your paths here have been so different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, our paths have been kind of similar, honestly. Because Tucker, he's a walk-on guy, you know what I'm saying? He had to fight for everything that he had to do, you know what I'm saying? And for me, I had to change my position, had to learn a whole new position at the next level, college level, and I had to fight my way to the top to earn my position and where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? So I think we relate so well because we're both dogs and we both underdogs, you know what I'm saying? And we know what it means to just be against the odds, and that's why we just click. Like it's like we're always competing on the field, you know what I'm saying? Like battling, just make that next play, you know what I'm saying? Putting our team in position to just succeed. Sure.
You're in the room with them. Give us a scouting report on Marcus and on Casey.
Oh man, amazing, man. Marcus is Marcus is like a bowling ball, you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of strong, tough. And KZ, man, shifty guy, man. KZ's a very shifty guy now. I'm excited. I'm excited what he brings, you know what I'm saying? Like he very versatile, different, you know what I'm saying? He has his own game. He didn't change up when he got here. He didn't change up his game. He just stayed him and just continue to play how he played, you know what I'm saying? Very shifty guy. Sure.
You stand on the line with him, who's going to get to the finish line faster?
You said what?
You stand on the line with KZ and y'all are having a race. Who's getting there faster?
Me. Oh, that's what I'm a speedster first. You know what I'm saying? I might break a few times, but I'm a speedster first. For sure.
Talk more about how that is, like you talked about before, like how a lot of guys feel like are supposed to be at a level like an SEC school, something like that. So just when you look at a game like that at the start of the season, what's that motivation like? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, man, like what more does that do for you when you look at the guy like, I'm just as good as him, you know what I'm saying?
It makes us hungry, you know what I'm saying? It's hungry, and I know, and that's what allows us to compete at a high level when we go to these big environments. As you've seen last year at Auburn, like when we go to these big environments, we're hungry and we want to play. You know what I'm saying? Like we know we're supposed to be here, and that's what. And they don't feel what we go through just living in the city, dealing with every day, dealing with just outside things outside of the city. You know what I'm saying? Because living in Atlanta, you see a lot and deal with a lot every single day. But like us being here, it makes us more hungry. You know what I'm saying? When we get out there, we play more grimy in that fourth quarter, and when we gotta knuckle up, we ready to go to war because we know like this is what we supposed to be, and it's our opportunity to show our ability on this stage. We're gonna do all we do to succeed, for sure.
Did you guys handle high expectations?
Oh yes, sir, we can. We always like the past couple of years, just even at Georgia State as period, you know what I'm saying? We never could get over that hump in some of those big games. And I feel like that's just the main focus this year, just getting over that hump in those big games and just showing our full potential, and just playing at our best early and fast.
Would you say you haven't been able to get over the hump some of those big games? Like, why do you think that is?
Just small issues. I mean, it's just all little things we might have needed to correct our personal stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just those little plays that we thought we could have did better on. You know what I'm saying? Or even like just better plays. Like you just never know. Just a whole collective as a staff and in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? But the locker room mainly determines our circumstances on the field because the coaches, they call it plays, but our connection, our bond, and make sure everybody knowing what to do on that field, that locker room is what's going to get us over the edge. Sure.
All right, next we have outside linebacker Jabil Mohammed. Questions for Jamil?
What's been your individual focus over the summer getting ready for fall camp?
Dominating everybody in front of them. So
Sounds pretty cut and dry.
I mean, that's just been the overall goal. Like, you know, we want a Sun Belt championship. So I think as a unit, we have to dominate every single team in front of us. I think that goes down to each individual doing his 111. So, and that's the best way I can do mine is to dominate every person in front of me.
You closed out the season super strong down the stretch. Does that help you as you go into the offseason? Like you've seen the results pay off that you're getting the sacks and making those big plays.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely feels good. But like you said, that was last season. So one thing I've always learned is people don't really care about the past too much. They just want to know what you're going to do in the future. That's my goal. So it's to just continue to get better in the future and grow on what I learned last year or what I did well and what I didn't do well.
What about your linebacker core? What about Blake and Jordan? What those guys bring together with them?
Oh man, Blake and Jordan is different. I mean, I like that duo. Abe is also great. But yeah, Blake, you know, definitely helps me out on the back end, you know, with some communication. Jordan is just a great guy to have on the field. He's gonna hustle to the ball. But yeah, those two guys right there, they're field generals. And they're definitely gonna make some plays. You can always count on them as being sure tacklers. So they're definitely some ball players that you enjoy to have on your team.
About this defensive test you guys are going to get right away. You're facing a team with a guy that was preseason favorite for the Heisman Trophy last year. Those about taking that one.
Oh, we excited for that one. You know, we excited for that one. Just know as a unit, we definitely want him. We definitely want the team, but we definitely want him. So we're definitely gonna come out hungry as ever. We're not focused on no other game. We're focused on September 3rd, 2022. So.
So did training camp still mean anything? You've been doing this a long time.
I mean, of course, it definitely means something. I think, you know, being able to be in here means something. Like, I think it's all about having an attitude of gratitude at the end of the day. Like, you know, yeah, it could be feeling like it's recurring, but, you know, you have some guys who would, you know, kill to be in my position. So, or anybody on this team, be able to practice and have fun. Yeah, it's going to be hot. It's going to be some rough days, some super hot days. But, I mean, I'm out there with my brothers. We're having fun. We're doing what we love to do, and we're getting better. So I definitely mean something for sure.
Well, talk about expectations, and how expectations have changed for you since coming here. You came here from a place in the SEC, you come here, and how the expectations are raised, or have they changed?
Some bit of chance for sure. I think when I first got here, it was just a saying. It was something that some people believed, some people didn't. It was things that some people thought we could do. Some people didn't think we could do it. And I think when I started seeing things change, we beat Tennessee back in 2019. And then I think as time went on, you could see certain people start believing. And I think now, as a unit, we believe, like all the way down from the head coach to the GAs. Like I don't think it's any disbelief that we can do what we say we're going to do. It's even on our board in the team room. So I think we're walking it more than we are talking.
You're talking about competition. When you're going one-on-ones with that offensive line versus team, does that make you better as a defense? That's the group you have to go up against in practice.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And then what makes it tougher is we were just talking about this. What makes it tougher is that we go against each other a lot. So it's just like it's certain plays that they do. Like I know exactly what it is. Like I even know the name of it. And part of that is because I did play offense. But I mean, you can ask some of the guys on offense. Like they know when I line up a certain way because of the scheme that we have to run. They know what's coming. So I think that makes it easier for the games. You get in the game. Yeah, they may have seen that play, but they don't really know what's coming. They don't know what stunts we have. So I think it definitely helps the experience. I think the experience level definitely helps for sure.
So I would always think about you. What advantages does it give you having been a quarterback to now be on the other side and face that? And look at the smile.
It's like a cheat code, man. Like I have teammates on offense who swear I'm listening to the plays in practice, but like if they only knew, like first of all, my position coach, which is Coach Fuqua, like he's the DC. We're listening to him, like he's always talking to us about something. So I don't have the time to like listen to what they're talking about. It's just like if I see something, like I see the running back on my side and tight end on the other, I know they're about to cross. So I know either a pass or a zone going the other way is coming. So I just think having played offense, and I laugh when people ask me that question because it's like. People really think I'd be like listening to what they talking about, but I don't. It's just knowing the game. And I think having played quarterback is just, that's why I always tell people me moving was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. Because it's just like on defense, yeah, I'm on the edge, but it's just I see a lot of stuff. So like I can turn around and tell Blake like, hey, that tight end about the arc, watch out for it. Just certain stuff like that. And that give him a beat. That may have been the difference between a fourth down stop or first down.